What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So by now I assume we've all seen the Tyson Fury El Kinahan / Moody Paint Stripper Whiskey video where he's chucked out of the club, chucked out of the party of his 6-year-old nieces, and then stumbles onto the floor. We assume you've all seen that. If you haven't, look into it. Team Usyk have come through and trolled Tyson on that post. Sorry, tell a lie. That post came out, then Tyson Fury put a video out saying, well, it wasn't directly linked, but essentially he was caught slipping on the Saturday. Then on the Tuesday or whatever, he puts a video out saying, hitting the bag, huffing and puffing. You can see the quotes here. Listen up, I've conquered everything in boxing. Apart from actually the Ukrainian 147 welterweight. That's what you haven't conquered, Sean Porter. Yeah? You ain't done that. Your words, right? Listen up, I've conquered everything in boxing apart from the 147 pound Sean Porter welterweight victim. Titles, records, the lot, but I've never had to come back from a loss. On December 21st in Riyadh, in the heart of the kingdom, the king will reclaim his throne and become undisputed. Usyk, I'm coming for you. Get ready for the Gypsy King. The path to redemption is all mine. I know what I have to do. I saw my shortcomings and best believe I am inevitable. So, the reason I gave you that context about his video being spark drunk at his niece's birthday party, because I believe it's relevant. I've said long before this post that Team Usyk, particularly Usyk, his humour and his edge is underrated, bottom line. Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, when I first read this I thought, oh, this bar's a bit corny. So Usyk responded to Tyson Fury's post saying, bro, let's have a beer. Initially I thought, oh, this is whack. They trying to be friends. They trying to link up and be friends. Then I realised the context of this video. This video came out when? This video came out, the video Usyk's responding to came out days after Fury was what? Caught spark drunk. So I believe really, actually, this is a game of war, art of war. Yeah? Keep your friends close and your enemies drunk, especially when they have a predisposition towards the liquor, towards the Henny. Yeah? Tyson, bear in mind as well, look at Tyson Fury's past. What do we know about it? Tyson Fury was once promoted by Moet Hennessy. Yeah, Hennessy Promotions. That give it away. Oh, he off the Hennessy. He off the Henny. Yeah, he's steady off the Henny. Tyson, Hennessy Promotions, Fury. So the reason Tyson Fury got that promotional deal with Moet Hennessy was because he was their number one buyer. That's the truth. He was their number one institutional commercial partner. He just buying all the Henny from them and drinking it all himself. But yeah, back to the point. This bar here was an art of war bar. Friends close, and enemies drunk. Enemies white go ways, because guess what? An inebriated enemy, what's he gonna do? What would you expect? Tyson Fury on his best day, what was he doing in there? Fury had two camps. He had two camps, and he may as well have been drunk, realistically. The way he was stumbling, even in the first round, he was stumbling back and getting caught on his best day. So, at least if he's drunk, at least if he pulls the John Jones move. John Jones, yeah, for years, well, he self-confessed it now, but for years, John Jones would get into the ring and he explained it. He explained the reason he'd cane the sniff, he'd cane the Kinahan, he'd cane the Henny, and he explained the reason why. He said, oh, I had this anxiety to some extent of fighting, or more to do with losing. And he convinced himself, if I go into every fight, partying, drinking, El Kinahanin, then I have an excuse why I lost. It's easier to deal with. Oh, it wasn't my ineptitude. It was, in fact, the fact I was partying. If I wasn't, it gives you an excuse. So John Jones has been honest with that. Tyson Fury, he should have took them John Jones bars. Tyson Fury should have took them John Jones bars. Instead, he had two camps. No excuses. He was A1 primo shape. Never trained so hard in his life. Oops. He busted. So yeah, that was the first angle. And obviously the second angle is Krasick just clowning this guy. This post from Fury was no doubt a response to the video that came out of him messy drunk. He's trying to show everyone, oh guys, I haven't fallen off the wagon, I'm still on the wagon. So even if you don't read into it as much as I do, with the angle of, oh Krasick, they trying to keep their enemies faded. Because that's what I'd do, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had an enemy, if I had an op, and I knew he had a, is it a predilection? He had a predilection towards the Henny. I'll keep him on it. I'll make sure that dude off the Henny. I'll make sure that dude, or I'll make sure I always involve that guy in a situation where it's fixing to get 100%, with the alcohol fixing to be running. Yeah? Because even if maybe Team Usyk thought, oh, this guy cleaning up now, let's get him back on it. Yeah, Tyson, mate. Oh, you know Usyk as well. Usyk love the shapes. Usyk, he been cutting shapes, so he know what going on. Usyk know the game. Yeah, you best believe it, people. Them Ukrainian cats, they love the pills. That's the truth. That's the truth. I've never met a Ukrainian cat who ain't off the pills. That's just what it is. So he know the deal. Yeah, and I've heard from people close to the situation. Team Usyk have been trying to get Tyson on it, going to a rave, to ensure he stays off the wagon. Why not? I think Usyk already punched him up on his best day, but why not? This is the art of war, people. Yeah, Simon Jordan loved to suck Tyson off. Oh, his mind games. These are the deepest mind games, people. Yeah? Alex Krasick, he knows how sensitive and vulnerable Tyson Fury is to the drink. He knows that. That's really, morally speaking, humanitarianly speaking, that's wrong of Krasick. For Krasick to know this guy, he can't handle his drink. Once he starts sipping, he can't stop. This guy, he sipped the bottle like there's an answer in the bottom of it. Yeah? We know this about Tyson. Allegedly. Reportedly. So Krasick bad mind. Ain't gonna lie to you. Krasick bad mind. He know, hey man, let's get this guy. Let's pretend we want a friendly drink and we get him back on it. Just in case this post was real. Just in case Tyson Fury really was fixing to clean up. Oh Tyson, mate, let's meet for a drink. And Krasick knows it's never a drink. Yeah, it's never going to be a drink. This will more than certainly get Fury back off the wagon. Well, tell a lie. He'll be on the wagon. He'll be on the wagon to drinking and El Kinahanim himself silly. Yeah? So yeah, anyway. That's the one argument. The other side of things were Krasick just clowning Tyson for his last video. So, again, Fury's video comes out of him messy drunk, making a scene of himself at his 6-year-old niece's birthday party. And then Team Fury put out this scripted statement. I'm 99% sure Tyson Fury didn't write this post here. The punctuation and the language is just too well put together, bottom line. Yeah? So he didn't write this. But still, from Team Usyk's point of view, this for me was a kind of a poke. Tyson, you can put all these what do they call it? You can put all these PR statements out and pretend like you ain't off, but we all saw it. Yeah? Hence, bro, let's have a beer. Like, the inside joke is as if he needs another one. We all know, Krasick knows after seeing last weekend's video, the last thing he needs right now is another beer. That's what maybe I'm overlooking it. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. But of all the things for Krasick to say, bear in mind, this video, yeah, that Fury put out, this statement here, had nothing to do with beer. Right? Nothing to do with beer. So it's not Fury's not talking about, yeah, Team Usyk, let's meet up. So why would Krasick come out now? Is it a coincidence, people? You tell me. Is it a coincidence? 4 days after, Tyson Fury caught drunk as a skunk. Krasick's talking about let's have another beer. Come on, stop. I feel bad for Paris. If Paris see this comment, she gonna be sick. Yeah, Tyson, you don't need no more. When you know someone has a predilection towards the drink, they tell you in the 12 steps. They tell you, man, you have to remove yourself from people who are that way inclined. You can't just have a drink. You can't just let's have a beer. Yeah, so Paris, she's going to be sick now. Paris and the people, Team Fury, have just got him right again. He fell off on Saturday. They maybe allegedly got him back on the wagon. And there's Krasuk chipping in, reminding him. Look at the emoji, people. Even dropping the emoji to tempt Tyson. Look at that brown. That's the Henny for sure. That emoji is the Henny. Tyson Fury's mouth, we're looking at that. And his nervous system is just pinging for that alcohol. Them alcohol receptors are pinging. He's fiending right now. That's what I believe. That's what I've heard, tell a lie. I've heard from people close to the situation. Tyson Fury, after seeing his post, he's fiending right now to get back on the drink. So I feel bad for Tyson. I feel bad for Tyson family. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because he don't need this right now. He don't need temptation. Any more temptation. He's got his own problems. He can't even handle not drinking on his own. Never mind Team Usyk jumping in the cut. Hey man, we should drink. Hey, come on guys, let's get back on the drink. You know he can't handle it. It's dread. It's bad mind for sure. This is bad mind from Team Krasuk. You know he's struggling. Team Usyk, you know he's struggling. And you're out here goading him about having another beer. But ultimately, people, this is the game. This is the fight game, man. Yeah, and if you can't handle your drink, we're grown men. If you can't handle your liquor, if you can't handle your elk in a hand, that's on you. Ultimately, when it's all said and done, you're a grown-ass man. So, it is what it is. And Usyk punch you up anyway. That's the truth. Whether you're drinking, not drinking, sniffing, not sniffing, you get punched up. And that's the position Team Usyk are in right now. They can damn near say whatever they want. Because what are you going to do? What could he do? What could Tyson do right now? Nothing. That's the truth. Could do nothing. Yeah? Could do nothing. In all due respect, he lucky. Krasuk lucky. Fury's lucky that he was even able to drink. Because you best believe, if Usyk had been there, he wouldn't have been doing nothing. Yeah. Alexander would have said, hey man, that's my drink. Pass me my drink. And Tyson would have just gone to the bar, bought one, about to take a sip, and Usyk would have been like, pass my drink. And Fury would have been like, passed him it over. That's the truth. Because he don't have that. He can't. What's he going to do now? He lost and got knocked out. Got saved by the authorities. So he don't have no weight anymore. And he knows that. Look at the comment. Look at the statement, people. I'm coming for you, Usyk. I'm coming for you. This was the most beta and low T and estrogenic call out I've ever seen. Usyk. Bear in mind how chatty Tyson Fury normally is. Usyk, I'm coming for you. Get ready for the GK. Scripted for sure. Someone else wrote this. Someone else who don't believe it wrote this. Get ready. Like, bro, he told you, all due respect, man. Like, this wasn't. We've seen great fights. For example, Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark. Either one of them guys could say get ready because they both really don't know what to expect. But Usyk, he told you, I'm going to be spark in front of you. So get ready for what exactly? He was already spark in front of you for 12 rounds. So get ready for what? For you to be running some more. Right? We get ready for what? He already did. The hardest thing to do is to stand there and be on someone like a rash for 12 rounds. He's done the hardest thing. Usyk could have, arguably made it easier for himself. Looking at Fury's conditioning, I'm actually intrigued now to see, because I don't really rate Fury's boxing anymore. I just don't. I don't think he's actually that good at boxing. That's the truth. So I'm actually intrigued. I wouldn't mind seeing, for curiosity's sake, well, tell a lie. I'm happy for Usyk to go in there and put it on him, but I would actually be intrigued to see what happens if Usyk goes back to what he normally does. Getting in, getting out. Because I'm not sure. Fury may be able to keep up for a few rounds, but he's going to run out of gas, and he was already slow. So after a few rounds, and normally when Usyk does his own thing, I don't believe what Usyk did against Fury, that wasn't his normal shtick. His normal shtick is he goes in there, he has a look for a few rounds, he starts getting some things off, and then in the back half, he builds momentum, letting off 100 punches a round. This fight, he started off pressing and did that. It was pretty consistent throughout the fight. There was no build-up. So I wouldn't mind seeing. I don't see why not either. I really don't see why not. I don't see nothing. Fury don't have a jab. It's not like Fury, I watched the fight back. Fury couldn't even pepper Vlad. He couldn't. He was slapping him, but Vlad wasn't all bust up. Vlad wasn't getting pinged with a jab like I remember it being. When I watched it back, Fury was just slapping his hand out. There was nothing really going on. So, and Vlad's just standing there like, stiff as a ball. Stiff as a ball. So, if you can't pepper Vlad, yeah, big stiff old Vlad, how are you going to pepper Usyk on the outside? You didn't pepper... People, Usyk was coming straight in and you weren't peppering him. Categorically, it's easier to pepper someone when you're 6'9", yeah, and some dude's coming in with his hands up. It's much easier to pepper them. Because they're coming to you, so you pull back and pep. He weren't peppering Usyk in front of him. Usyk was standing in front of him the whole night. He weren't peppering nothing. So I don't see how he was going to be able to... He couldn't pepper Vlad, who was literally standing there, stiff as a board. He couldn't pepper Usyk coming straight at him, so I don't know how he's going to pepper Usyk on the out if Usyk's stepping in and getting off. So, he cooked. He cooked. That's the bottom line. It's over for Fury right now, I believe. On the outside, he lose. He run out of gas. He might be able to hang. Fury will be able to hang for a few rounds whilst he's still quick and fresh. After 4 or 5 or 6, he's going to get knackered and be slowed down, and Usyk will just be getting started. The reason Usyk's back half, I guess it was good, but Usyk's back half is usually much more prolific because he doesn't start as fast. If you watch all the AJ fights, for example, I don't know. Actually, I think it's probably since heavyweight. Actually, he's probably been more level. There's less changes of gears. He's been more consistent throughout 12 rounds. In a cruiserweight, from what I remember, he'd always start really slow and then build momentum. Maybe he's too heavy now to do that. His movement has certainly got less, which is natural. Of course, you've put 10 kilos on your back, but still, Usyk can give it to this guy any way he wants. I believe. I don't see people keep... Oh, Usyk was rocked! Usyk was rocked! He was rocked! Usyk was rocked, they said. He got hit with a punch. That's what I saw. He got hit with a punch. I don't know. This rocked business. He got hit with a punch. He stepped off. It's a fight, right? It's a fight against a man 4 weight divisions bigger than you. So I expect that. You're supposed to get hit. Right, and maybe hurt. Didn't go down though. That's what's critical for me is, do you go down or not? That's the bottom line here. The bottom line. Because you best believe, people, if Terence Crawford fights Inoue, for example. If Terence Crawford fights Inoue, you won't hear me talking about, oh, Inoue got rocked, and the fight goes 12 rounds with no knockdowns on Inoue. I'll be saying that was whack. What do you mean you rocked him? And little dude who's been put down, and yes, Usyk hasn't been put down, but then again he has been. Beterbiev, 175-pound Beterbiev put Usyk down to the body. So don't tell me the big heifer, big Benidorm heifer, can't do the same. Oops. So when you don't do that, it's like, that's whack. Yeah? Tyson Fury, he's the basketball slayer. Deontay Wilder, that's it really. Who else he slayed? No one. Oh, the fake Yardy. What's the fake? Who's the fake Yardy beat though? Who's Dillian White beat? Stop now. Who Dillian White beat? Tell me the names. Who? No one. Do we know? No one. No one has he beat. Dubois would cut through him, I believe. Dubois would cut through Dillian. That's a good fight though. Although Dillian White is not that level yet. Dillian White versus Jarrell Miller is an interesting one. Dillian White versus Wilder. That's the perfect level for Wilder right now. Turkey need to put that fight on, if I'm honest. That's a nice... I think the Dillian White fight for Wilder's a nice amount to dangle for Wilder. Wilder versus some random... Although he does like fighting bums as well, to be fair. Wilder probably wants a bum more than Dillian White, but still, from Turkey's point of view, who only likes to put good fights on, I think Dillian White's the perfect one. It's a big enough fight which may intrigue Wilder. It's like a fight where he hasn't completely fallen off, but it's still interesting. They've got the bad blood there. They're both washed up. Who knows? That would be the battle of the most washed up. Who most washed up? We don't know at this point. That's actually an intriguing fight. Dillian White is a man, yeah, who... I need to see it. I actually need to see that. I need to confirm my suspicions. And if Deontay Wilder can't knock Dillian White out, then I don't care how finished he is, he was never no good. Yeah? That is a... Dillian White is food on a plate. It's a bit like... Let's say Joe Joyce beats Chisora. Joe Joyce or Dillian White will be great fights for Wilder. They're handmade. Handmade. Absolutely handmade to get your right hand off. And if you can't knock them out, forget about Wilder ever. Anyway, I've digressed. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, click off the bell, 100%. No doubt about it. Stop it.